always knew the Nasty Boys were a bunch of knobheads, but didn't think they were that bad. Oh, hi! You okay? How's it going? I was just rereading some of this Eddie Guerrero autobiography. I know what you're thinking. You're all probably sat there. You've seen the intro, you've seen the title, and now you're thinking, you've uploaded the wrong video. You didn't tell me this was a T-Stories, you told me this was PWC. Maybe it is, and maybe I am pitching a new match type. The T-Pro Wrestling Story Kettle Match. You're in a wrestling match. You gotta wait for the kettle to boil on the top of the stage or the top of the ramp or whatever indie show you're at. And then you have to try and incapacitate your opponent long enough so that you can go over and make a decent cup of tea. All while the other person is trying to beat you down and stop you. So whoever makes a good cup of tea first is the winner. That sounds like quintessential British pro wrestling. And I think someone needs to incorporate that. Anyone want to pay me? Give me royalties? Yeah. Just saying. Changing the biz. When I first started the PWCs, if you go back to like the original videos, even the ones I took down, I don't know how you'd watch them because they've been taken down. Scott, use your brain. I did quite a few talking head videos similar to this, and some people preferred like the cut into bits of training, bits of shows, which is what the series would eventually turn into. But I feel like this is a good way to do this type of video because I feel like something I want to talk about. And I just wanted an excuse to have a cup of tea. I know the film is bad, but it actually holds a very nice cuppa. So, and plus it was free in a mystery box, so it can't go wrong. There's something I've been umming and ahhing for quite a while now, and I think I've finally put a stamp on it. I have been involved in professional wrestling for 5 years, and yeah, I am including the years of COVID and lockdown because still studying it, still prepping, still trying to stay in shape and all that. And yes, I know I don't have a six-pack like Finn Balor, but I can't be perfect, can I? For the past year, I have been feeling a bit all over the place in terms of pro wrestling and just me mentally. Like, I'm thinking, what am I doing? Who am I? Like, what is the reason I'm here? How am I still here? How am I still doing this? And at the beginning of the year, something happened. I won't go into the details because I don't want to bore anyone. I saw a bit of a bad side to it. And again, nothing's perfect. You're going to get a turd in every toilet. I know that's vulgar, but you get the idea. You get it. I still enjoyed the training. I still enjoyed doing shows. And I thought, yeah, let's keep pushing with it. Let's keep going. And I was part of a new place, which was really exciting. And I got to meet new people. Again, people I would not have met through pro wrestling. Unless I did pro wrestling. Sorry, that's what I meant to say. In the middle of the year, I had something happen with me, and I won't go into details, but it just made me... I just felt low. Let's just put it that way. And I thought to myself, right, maybe I need to take a break from wrestling. But I didn't. I kept plodding along. I thought to myself, if I carry on doing wrestling, it'll distract me from how I'm feeling. It'll be a good outlet for me. And again, pro wrestling was a very, very good outlet for me. It was great mentally, and it's a great way to stay in shape. As I was going through different parts of the year, going to different shows, and this feeling inside of me that I wasn't doing a good job, I was letting other people down, and that's where I started thinking. I'm thinking about letting other people down. I felt like I was always anxious. I felt cautious. I was like worried about what I'd say to people. I was thinking, if I say something wrong, I could be blackballed from the industry or something like that. And this would then carry into my matches. And wrestling was always on my mind because I was always waking up thinking, what can I do to be better? I have to go to the gym because otherwise I'm going to look like a slob or sack of potatoes going out to the ring. And I know there's different sizes in wrestling, but for me personally, I just felt bad all the time if I didn't go to the gym or if I didn't do certain things or if I didn't watch a certain match or keep up with the latest independent wrestling show that I've never even heard of. But, you know, and the more I got stressed out about it, the more it consumed my life. The moment something stops being fun, you need to stop. If you're not having fun doing something, why are you doing it? You could be good at something, but if you're not enjoying it, what's the point? Nearly a month has gone by. I think I might be done. I haven't missed it. I haven't missed going to training. I haven't missed being on shows. I haven't missed helping out. And like, again, like, I miss seeing certain people, and there'll still be opportunities to see people. You don't have to see them just in that one field that you know them from. There's always an opportunity. Meet up for a coffee, meet up for a drink, go geek out somewhere. And I love having my Sundays back. I do, honestly. Like, the past couple of Sundays where I would have to get up and go to training and I won't get back till late, now I'm getting to see and do things that I didn't have time for before I started recording this video. I saw my niece, and it just made me happy. It made me smile. And that is the thing. You have to do things that make you happy and pursue things that make you happy. Pro wrestling just isn't for me anymore at this time. It's the old saying, isn't it? You never really stay out of wrestling. You can retire from wrestling, but let's look at it this way. Terry Funk retired like 600 times and will still make a comeback. Even now, as I'm doing this video, he's probably had his last match. Without pro wrestling, I wouldn't have met certain people in my life who I consider to be really good friends. I never thought that I would ever step into a wrestling ring. And the fact that I have done that, that's a big milestone for me. And it's like, it didn't need to be like WWE, it didn't need to be AEW, it didn't need to be Progress or the big independents. I was just happy stepping in front of a crowd and just doing what I do and being me. It took me a while to find that, and I've done like 3 different gimmicks. Yeah, I know, kayfabe is broken. Kayfabe is dead, I'm so sorry, please don't hurt me. The Flying Grayson gimmick, like, it channeled my inner geek, just my love of superhero comics and like the genre and everything like that. And also Darling Darcy to Kill, who I got to be a heel, I got to be a villain, and I had some great matches with people I enjoyed working with doing that character, and even got to wrestle as myself, which I never thought I'd do, because everyone told me, it's like, oh no one will care about you if you don't have a mask or some bizarre gimmick or whatever. It's like, no, put the mask on, no, you're nothing great to look at. But the fact that I did it, and yes, I went out in Disney years, because that is what I like. I was happy doing the thing that I enjoyed the most. It wasn't for me, and that's okay. I can go on to the next story. To everyone I have met in pro wrestling, regardless, I just want to say thank you. Thank you to every single person that has been a part of my pro wrestling story, from the guys and girls backstage, the referees, the production team, the people, the fans especially. Like, I have had some amazing moments with fans. Like, when I performed as the Flying Grayson in just a small pub venue, there was someone who was affected in the positive way because of the character I played. And I still get messages from the family saying that I made a lasting impression on them just because I was having fun. And moments like that have made it all worth it. So I guess to wrap this entire video off, at least in this moment in time, Scott Anthony Christie's pro wrestling story has written its final chapter. And again, I use the Eddie Guerrero book as a reference or symbolism. You were taken too soon. Thank you to every single person that has been involved in pro wrestling with me along this journey, and also to every single person who has taken the time to watch any of my silly videos. But until next time, guys, I've been Scott Anthony Christie, and this has been my pro wrestling story. Thank you.
Well, anyway, let me say you're welcome for the wonderful world you know. Hey, it's okay, you're welcome. Well, come to think of it, I've gotta go. Hey, it's your day to say you're welcome, 'cause I'm gonna need that boat. I'm sailing away. You're welcome, 'cause now we can't do anything but float. You're welcome, you're welcome. You're welcome, and thank you.